So, I hate the IC. I mean, now it's a GC, Global Challenge, instead of International Challenge. That's much better because it's not confusing with International Championship. Good change. But I still hate it. And now it's worth a lot of CP, so I kind of have to play it. So this is going to continue with my practice for the International, because I'm going to test out changes that I've had already made to the team. So basically, I felt like I haven't been bringing Glamora that much, so I've replaced Glamora with Brute Bonnets. And then I've also changed King Gambit to Azumarill, because Azumarill should be good into the meta at the moment. And the reason that I waited until the second day to start my games, I'm already playing someone that's not in exactly the 1500s, but that is already a very reasonable team, which is annoying. I'm supposed to face all the not so reasonable teams in the first bit. Right, so what am I doing? So Gyarados is very good here. Like very good here. Also I've got Chi-Yu over Volcarona again, but I'm testing Choice Scarf. This is just a test, because I felt like I needed a little bit more speed on the team, and it kind of had to be Choice Scarf to do that. So they've got their Talonflame. So I'm going to go Gyarados. When they have Talonflame, I go with Gyarados. And then... yeah, Gyarados Fluttermane should be okay. Pretty sure I do want Baxcalibur. And then... Azumarill is reasonable. Brute Bonnets... it's not that great. And Chi-Yu... if they outspeed control me, that would be bad. If I don't bring Chi-Yu, then what do I have for the Amoonguss outside of just Fluttermane? Like, Baxcalibur doesn't have Icicle Spear anymore. It's Terra Blast Electric. So, Blade Rush still does a chunk. Azumarill is not bad, though, but I think I'm going to go with the Choice Scarf Chi-Yu. And if I just Thunder Wave everything, then Tailwind won't matter. But this is an annoyingly legit team to start off the IC. You're supposed to face the Evolution team or whatever. But that's a cool trainer card. Yeah, it's just Garchomp and it is Tailwind, so... I say Tailwind instead of Talonflame. Right. It's not Clear Amulet, that's nice. But... they could just go for... like, if they Tailwind here on turn 1, then that exposes the Garchomp to an attack because they have to... they can't KO me with any attack, basically. What did I have in the back? That's kind of a Chi-Yu. So I could Thunder Wave the Garchomp and Moonblast it, and then that would cover for it going for a Terra defensively. I could Waterfall the Talonflame immediately. But that would give a paid switch and something in the back. So I'm going to Thunder Wave and Moonblast, I think. Into the Garchomp. And this will cover for a defensive Terra. It also covers for a switch. I'm going to look like a genius here. Okay, not quite, but that's not a switch into Moonblast. Okay, this is a good turn 1. I'm content with this. No, not quite a KO, so I'm going to look like a little bit of a fool, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. Now, how fast is the Iron Hands? I am not sure. Because I want to preserve my Gyarados, it's very good here. Like, ideally, I outspeed Iron Hands even with Tailwind, Moonblast KO at Waterfall KO the Talonflame. But I think I prefer playing slightly safer, because it's the IC, who knows. I'm going to switch to Baxcalibur. And I will... do I go for a substitute? No, I'm still going to Moonblast, because then getting rid of the Iron Hands completely frees up Gyarados. I could have Terra'd into Steel, and that was pretty safe as well, but I want to preserve the Intimidate. I think that's quite useful. They just Brave Birds, okay. That's fair enough. So I could have just Waterfalled. Waterfall was obviously better there, objectively. Looking back. It's Garchomp, that's okay. Then they would surely go for the defensive Terra at that point. Yep, there's the Garchomp. So... I shall Glaive Rush, and I don't think I need my booster energy anymore. I will switch to Gyarados. Because Talonflame's in range of Hex, Garchomp will be in range of Moonblast regardless, unless it Terras. If it Terras, that's fine. They can't KO my Baxcalibur at all, even if they Dragon Claw with a Life Orb. There's the defensive Terra. So I was going to look like a genius on turn 1, but then I didn't. Fire, please. Oh, it's Steel. Okay, so that's the one that resists, which is annoying. But Glaive Rush will still chunk it, which is nice. There's the Tailwind, so I could have got away with just attacking. But here's EQ that would have KO'd the Fluttermane as well. No, it's just Swords Dance. Okay. Interesting decision. But this is a chunk. That's a chunk! Wow! Look at that. That's definitely a chunk. So if I get Thunder Wave onto the Garchomp, then I am generally sorted. So I will Protect and Thunder Wave, and then I will flinch to a Rock Slide, and all will be terrible. But if I get the Thunder Wave on the Garchomp, my Chi is looking amazing. Because the Tailwind is being started to be stalled out. I've only just noticed we're in a different arena as well. We're not in the school. That's cool. That's a good change. I guess that was patched out, right? Okay, switch is good. That means no burn. And they're in Gyarados. I don't care about that at all. I might care about it if it's Lumberry. Okay, okay. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Okay. Because I am Terror Electric here. But if they Dragon Dance, that would be bad. They surely can't KO my Baxcalibur just at +1 unless they EQ. And they definitely justifiably could. So that's quite annoying. I think that the Thunder Wave into the Gyarados is more important now. It was just Iron Head, so I could have Terra'd. That's annoying. Terra was an immediate win. And if this is Lumberry, then I threw. So, it's not ideal. Just Waterfall. Don't you dare, Gyarados. Okay, okay. Don't be Lum. Okay, okay. That's alright. So Terra Ghost on this, aren't I? Yeah, I'm not Terra Grass. So it has to be Fluttermane and Protect. Yeah, that Terra Electric would have just immediately won, which is a bit of a shame. But I didn't know if they were going to EQ or not. So, obvious Protect. But this is the last turn of Tailwind, right? So is it an obvious switch into the Talonflame? No, it is not, but that's fine because I still outspeed. So Helping Hand Hex will get the Garchomp. Okay, good play, good play. That was a chunk. That was a chunk. Activate my Citrus Berry, please. Ooh, thank you. Yeah, good play. Call and Protect. But isn't too impactful. Okay. Would have got a tiny bit of chip, but fair enough. So, now do they protect the Garchomp? They surely do, right? Yeah, helping hand Hex to get the Gyarados. Should be Garchomp Protect, right? I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Okay, it seems like I can still play Pokemon, so that's good. Do I KO without the booster energy? Okay, I think I prefer that. I definitely prefer that. Yeah, that's a not ideal Dragon Dance from them. I'm fine with that. So, now I can go for Will a Hex KO the Garchomp? Probably not, right? So I'm not booster energied anymore. Yeah, it should be helping hand Hex. And then that would KO. If they double protect, that's bad. There's been plenty of opportunities for me to just immediately win, and I haven't taken them yet. Okay, that's a KO. There's no way. Yep. But helping hand was necessary. I'm pretty confident in that. And here's the full power, which is very kind of them. No, they attack, but that's not a KO. No, definitely not. So, does Brave Bird KO the Gyarados? I will Hex the Gyarados again, and I will Waterfall, and I will Terra Steel and Waterfall the Talonflame. Yes, that's the play. There's no way they Flare Blitz, so that's the play. Not seeing how this goes wrong. A Will-O-Wisp, maybe? Gyarados Protect, like, fair enough. They are just attacking. And I outsped, so that's good to know. But it's just Tailwind, that's okay. That one's okay. Because this should KO. It didn't, that's very bulky. Okay. In that case... do they have Flare Blitz now? Will they KO themselves to recoil? I hope they KO themselves to recoil. If they do, I just win. They did have Flare Blitz, so fair enough. But unless they Dragon Lance here, I think my Chi-Yu should still outspeed them, right? So I should still be okay. So actually, I should have just attacked there, because this allows a potential Dragon Lance. Did they KO themselves? They did. Okay, I'm still fine then. Unless they whip out the EQ for some reason. Yeah, that was more stressful than it had any right to be. There was plenty of opportunities to immediately win. Like, if I Terra Electric to my Baxcalibur, that was an immediate win. I think that was the big one. But now it is just... Hex and Dark Pulse. I will go for the 100% accurate move. Thank you kindly. And it could have been any Pokemon in the back and I had one, so it didn't particularly matter. But I guess I'm shaking off a little bit of rust there, because there were plenty of opportunities to just take the win, and I didn't quite spot them quickly enough. But I got the Helping Hand Hex into the Gyarados and then protecting the Garchomp, so I can still play. But always want to start off with a win. So not too bad. It's always a good idea to wait to play your games as well. I don't understand the people that wait for midnight and start immediately, because everyone's at 1500. Like, I got a couple more points by facing a 1541 person. So it's definitely worth doing. I'm going to set the... No, I'm not. I was going to set the music to random, but did not change it in time. And there you go. Like, another 15, not exactly 1500 person. Evolution team. Oh, that's a legit team again. Stop it. Right, so... Gyarados the lead. Then... I think it's Baxcalibur. Yeah. And then... I think I do want the Chi-Yu. Zoomerl is super sweet here. Do I drop the Flutter Mane? So I don't want Brute Bonnet. I think a Zoomerl's pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm going to go Zoomer over Fluttermane, I think. Just outbulk them rather than out-offense them. Because they can out-offense me, most likely. Oh, that's a cool trainer card. Happens to be my one. It's been a while since I said that. Yeah, Fluttermane Talonflame, that's fine. So this is merely a Protector 9-head. Do I Terra? Because that covers a random Thunderbolt, and this is the IC. So I'm going to just Terra, Ironhead, and I will Protect. And even a Will-O-Wisp is okay, because then it puts the Fluttermane in Ice Shard range for sure. Then I just have to contend with a Quick Guard that could come out from the Talonflame. It's a shame to do this immediately, because this is closed team sheets. If I knew they didn't have Thunderbolt, I would not have Terra'd. But I don't know if they had Thunderbolts, and that's got me a couple of times on Showdown with closed team sheets, so has to be done. Did not have to be done. So if this is a Will-O-Wisp, that's not a good start. That's the worst possible start that could have been. Okay, not ideal. So is Baxcalibur worth preserving? So I can still just double into the Fluttermane with Ice Shard and Ironhead, and that is a KO. The fact they're Protect means that they're probably weak and don't KO the Baxcalibur. But I have reduced some of my special defense, so I don't guaranteed survival even just a Sash Moonblast. So I'm still going to Ironhead for sure. But I have Aqua Jet waiting in the back, so I'm going to now Glaive Rush the Talonflame. I've also made my ground immunity not a ground immunity anymore, so Great Tusk is looking incredibly scary. So yeah, like I said, I wouldn't have They're just doubling it. Interesting. Well, this now KOs my Baxcalibur. Unless it doesn't Gleam. That might not. That does not. And I survive a Life Orb tick as well. They didn't get Tailwind. So that KOs. Easily. So now my Chi-Yu is looking quite sweet. Is this still KO? Unlikely, but it will put them in priority range. Yeah, that's Ice Shot range. There's their Chi-Yu. Pretty sure I switched to mine. An Ice Shard. Right? That makes sense, right? Like, they're obviously going to protect the Fluttermane from the Ice Shard, but... Well, this does turn this into a single target Heatwave, and that might have been unnecessary damage, but I think there's Great Tusk waiting in the back, and I want to Intimidate it. Yeah, there's the obvious Protect. But... It's fine, now I go into a Azumarill, and I can Aqua Jet. Now, I don't think Aqua Jet KOs a Chi-Yu. Ah, Thermal Exchange, thank you very much. So, yeah. Azumarill into a Chi-Yu. Oh, it's Life Orb, so it might be in range now. It's not in range, no. Not in range, but it will be after a Heat Wave into them. So, yeah, it's a Azumarill here. It's Aqua Jet to KO the Fluttermane, that should still KO. Unless they're Terra Water, in which case, that's annoying. But now, is it Snarl? Is it Heat Wave? What was in the back for them? Baxcalibur. Heat Wave is better against all of them. So, yeah, it's Heat Wave. Well, to be fair, actually, like, if it's Dark Pulse, I'll just switch to Gyarados. So I don't want to necessarily activate any thermal exchanges. Yeah, I'm going to Dark Pulse. And Aqua Jet. Yeah, and I've seen they're not Choice Scarf, so mine outspeeds theirs. There's nothing they can do here that's bad for me, right? Like, Will-O-Wisp, I guess? Would you have that on Life Orb? Now you're in Aqua Jet range. Yeah, just Heat Wave again. That's not doing much. Oh, no burn? That looks like no burn to me. It was Great Tusk, so I do switch out here. And this is looking good now, because I intimidate the Great Tusk. They are in Aqua Jet range, even though they're going to protect because they're Life Orb, they have it. This is still fine because they do not KO my Azumarill. Right? Oh, is this Terra Grass? It is Terra Grass. Oh. Oh no, that's Terra Grass, no! Oh, it's okay though, it's okay. So long as I don't get Terra Blasted, then I'm okay. I better not get Terra Blasted. And they better, like, oh, are they Focus Sash on the Great Tusk? Because if they are, Aqua Jet was just a win. They EQ themselves. Does that KO them? Oh, not quite. Not quite. If they're Terra Blast, I think I lose. Because they're probably Sash on the Great Tusk. They are Terra Blast. No! If I Aqua Jetted the Great Tusk, I was okay. Wait, they were Choice Scarf, right? Because they outsped their Chi-Yu. Right? They are Choice Scarf. Right. Which means I could Speed Tie with them. Do they kill themselves? They do. Okay. So then it's definitely Overheats. I don't know why I'm calculating anything. Like, it's definitely just Overheat then. Because they are Choice Scarf. And if they are Jolly, it's a Speed Tie. They should not be Jolly. You have no reason to be Jolly on your Great Tusk. Is there any reason to Waterfall? No, there's not, is it? It's just Helping Hand and Overheat. Because that was Choice Scarf. It outsped their Chi-Yu. So yeah, it's just Pray! Oh! Speed Tie, maybe? All that. All that. You love to see it. Well, I won the Speed Tie, if it was one. That is quite frustrating. Especially this low in the IC. Like, going 1-1 already is quite annoying. But I don't think there was much that could be done there. Like, I am considering Flamethrower as just 100% accurate. But it's got to be Overheat, right? Because that's the nuke. It's got to be. But I guess I'm still cursed with these 90% accurate moves when I'm playing on Battle Spot. I know this is not Battle Spot anymore, but, like, in the game. Like, I guess the curse still lives on. So, what are you going to do? Hit your Overheat. That's what you're going to do. Run Flamethrower. That's what you're going to do. I think it has to objectively be Overheats. Oh, I forgot to change the music again. But yeah, 50, like, above 1500s person. And you see, that, so 1 win, 1 loss, I wasn't back to 1500s. And it's interesting, got the points, whatevers. And also interesting, people have been saying that Lycanroc Tyranister is still around. Apparently it is. Which is quite strange, but it's alright. So, Azumarill is very, very good here. Just need to take care of Amoonguss. So, Brute Bonnet and Azumarill is a very good lead. Unless they lead with Amoonguss. Don't do that. And then Excalibur's good here. Chi-Yu is alright. I'm concerned if I don't bring it that Amoongus could be annoying. Because Gyarados is still pretty sweet. Yeah, it kind of has to be Gyarados, doesn't it? Yeah, just shake off the overheats. It's whatever. Do I run Flamethrower? No, it's got to be overheats, but that's what can happen. So I had the opportunity to go for Sucker Punch and Aqua Jet into the Lycanroc. They do have the potential of the Indeedee switching. However, that's not going to happen, right? I've just decided it's not happening. That's how you should play Pokemon. Just decide your opponent's not going to make the play that screws you over. Terrifying? Fine. You'll chunk my Brute Bonnet. It's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. You don't KO me. That's your Choice Band. Choice Band is still a good item for T-type, but as AB is still pretty good. Alright, that's a good turn then. Because that's definitely a KO'd Lycanroc. And my Brute Bonnet is surely not being KO'd to this. Yeah, like, why was I worried? That was nothing. I mean, it's a two-shot, which is annoying, but I can switch in Gyarados. But, yeah, like, that was nothing. Or not a concern, I should say. So this is a very good start. See, yeah, they had the Indeedee in the back. I just decided it wasn't happening. That's all you got to do. It's just not happening. Right, so switch to Gyarados. Get the Intimidate. And do I ignore the Indeedee? I think this works in both ways because then it gets rid of the terrain as well. So yeah, like this is objectively the best play because it's super effective into T-Tar and helps against the Indeedee. So. Yeah, just follow me, it's fine. Like, Liquidation would have been good as well, but Ice Spinner getting rid of the terrain is good. And this won't do too much. And now they surely don't KO... Look at that. Now they surely don't KO my Brute Bonnet when it comes back in as well. Or it'll be close, but we will see. So, priority's back, which is good. Might be worth Terra stealing here. Although I do want to preserve the Terra for the... Yeah, because I don't want to take a Rock Slide. I think it's fine to switch back to Brute Bonnet here. And I will just Liquidation the Indeedee this time. Yeah, that's fine. This might KO in combination with a Sand. I don't think this is going to be a KO, though. Oh, another Terra Blast. Good play. Oh, yeah, good play. Good play. But my Bulk's amazing. It survives the Sandstorm as well. Like, my EV spreads are still as busted as ever. But not quite enough, because that is not a KO there. But I can just Aqua Jet that if I want to. I think I do want to. Perfect EVs. Back to Gyarados we go. And Aqua Jets into the Indeedee. Okay, that's fine. That is Annihilate. A good switch in. Well done. Very nicely done. So that is now an intimidated Annihilate. Good play from them. But this is also a KO'd Indeedee, which means that now I can just go for play rough, KO into Annihilate. And then I'm perfectly fine. There's one more turn of Sand, right? I think. Yeah, there's another turn of Sand, and then it should disappear at the end of this turn. So it's going to time it so that Brute Bonnet has to be attacked to be KO'd. Let's just let these, that's fine. That means I can Thunder Wave it. Trying to work out the best way of doing it. Still have Terror available, which is quite sweet. Yeah, I can Terror Blast the Cheetah whenever I want. So I'm going to double this Annihilate with Thunder Wave and then play Rough. I mean, fair enough. But I can just go for Terror Electric KO into T-Tar if this KOs my Gyarados. Which it doesn't, which is fair enough. But they're actually fast on their T-Tar as well. Because that outsped my Gyarados, right? Yeah, it did. Interesting. Okay, so this is not actually over. Because now they get a Rock Slide KO into my... So then do I Terror the Gyarados? But I want to Terror the... It's not over. Right, I think I Terror, so I survived the Rock Slide. And I sacrifice Brute Bonnet. No, that doesn't work, because now the Brute Bonnet gets KO'd to Rock Slide and it gets redirected, right? So Annihilate has to outspeed the T-Tar here, and if it doesn't, then I just threw. Because I don't have my Terror available anymore. And that's the big thing. Yeah, that was a terrible play from me. Because Annihilate should outspeed me. I mean, it does. It does outspeed me. Does Rage just get me? It is +1. No, my bulk's amazing. What was I worried about? My bulk's amazing. I still do need to connect to play Rough. But I can now go for a Helping Hand, Glaive Rush into the T-Tar. I just need to connect to play Rough now. So I'm happy my EV spreads are still as busted as ever, but yeah, this is now like it's AV T-Tar. Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course it's AV T-Tar. It doesn't carry Protect. No T-Tar carries Protect. What are you talking about? No T-Tar carries Protect. Oh, it's Scarf. Oh. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay, I was about to get IC'd there, but... okay, so, I should have Helping Hand Ice Sharded. That probably was still a KO, right? Like, I still need to connect to play Rough. Because that just OHKO's Annihilate, right? I believe in a Sumo. Oh, they're fully paralyzed. I guaranteed win. So, yeah, it's fine. Because now I just go for Liquidation instead. But yeah, I could have worked out that that was choice because it never switched moves. So yeah, whatever. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's fine. So that's guaranteed win. I don't need to risk play Rough anymore. Because look at that! Look at that damage. It's ridiculous. Excalibur is so strong. It's great. But I will take it. I am very content that I did not get IC'd in that game 3. I got it slightly in the game 2, but, you know, Overheat can miss. I am, like, strongly considering Flamethrower. But it should be Overheat, right? Right?